Good evening and welcome to Mastermind. Our next contestant is an agency care worker from Wakefield, Mary Brown. Mary, you visit vulnerable people in their homes, attending to their needs. Valuable work. You must have been one of the people I clapped for at the start of the pandemic.
Yes, it was good to be recognised, although a proper pay rise would have been nice. And if care was part of the NHS, then services to the vulnerable people would be so much better.
You were answering questions on taking buses back into public control. Is that a subject close to your heart?
It is at the moment, as it's impossible for me to get to the people who need my help, unless I run a car, which I can't afford. The bus routes are not local, they're irregular, and they stop running at 7 p.m. in some areas.
Fascinating. Well, you have 2 minutes to answer questions on taking buses back into public control. Starting now. When were buses privatised?
They were privatised in the 1980s by the Thatcher government, who thought that competition would make the services cheaper and better.
Correct. What impact has privatisation had on fares?
Fares have increased by 71% since 2005.
Correct. How have passenger numbers improved?
They haven't. In fact, outside London, the bus journeys have halved.
Correct. Who have been the main beneficiaries of privatised buses?
The bus owners and their shareholders, who have taken £1.5 billion in dividends in the 10 years to 2019.
Correct. Are all local bus services in private hands?
No, London has an integrated transport system, Transport for London, and in Edinburgh, Lothian buses are frequent, popular, and have returned £5.5 million to the public purse.
Correct. How has Andy Burnham been able to take buses back into public control in Manchester?
Because elected mayors do have the power to take buses back into local control.
Correct. Since bus privatisation has been such a terrible failure, surely renationalisation would be the best outcome.
Yes, it would. But we have a government who have an ideological commitment to making money for their friends. They live in London and they can afford cars.
Correct. At the end of the round, Mary, you have scored 20 points with no passes. Will you be able to get home to your family?
You're joking, aren't you? The bus journey involves 3 changes, 2 bus companies, and I've just missed the last bus.